This is Unit 6, Day 4. So today, the crazy thing about high school math is that adding and subtracting is actually harder than multiplying and dividing. So yesterday we did multiplication and division of fractions, and now we're going to do adding and subtracting. So if you remember, when you add and subtract fractions, you need to get common denominators. Okay, that's the biggest thing. But it's a lot harder than it sounds because now we have to factor and do that kind of stuff. Okay? So, if you have 4 and 6, okay, the number that they can both go into is 12. And then they both at least have one x, so you're going to get 1x. Okay? So, 4x to 12x, you're going to multiply that by 3. Because 3 times 4x would be 12x. So what you do to the denominator, you also have to do to the numerator. But remember, the numerator is 2x minus 5, so you have to distribute. Okay, so that becomes a 6x minus 15. So what did we do? We just adjusted the numerator. All right, so now ready? This denominator is 6x. It changed to a 12x. How? By multiplying by 2. Because 6x times 2 is 12x. Have to do the same to the top. Don't forget, you're also going to distribute those, and you're going to end up with 8x plus 4. So now, you keep and carry the 12x. Do not think that 12x plus 12x is 24x. Okay, you keep and carry that common denominator, and now you're just going to combine like terms up top. So the 6x plus 8x will be 14x. And then negative 15 plus 4 is negative 11. The last thing you would have to check for is just make sure that you can't GCF the top. Because then if you could, you can reduce your singles. But you can't, so there's your answer. Okay? Part B. You have a 5x and a 10. So 5 and 10 can both at least go into 10, but one has an x, so you need to make sure it at least has an x. Okay? So then you're going to say, how can I change a 5x to a 10x? You multiply by 2. So what you do to the denominator, you also have to do to the numerator. In the second fraction, 10 has to go to 10x, so you have to multiply the top and the bottom by an x. Okay? Don't forget, in both cases, guys, we are distributing here. So I'm going to get 8x minus 2 for the first fraction. And then x times x is x squared plus 5x. So I keep and carry the 10x on the bottom and combine like terms. Nothing combines with the x squared, so it just stays x squared. Then I have 8x plus 15x is 13x. And then I have minus, oops, forgot my x, minus 2. Okay? This is not factorable. Yes, you could use the quadratic formula, but that's not going to reduce anything. So that one is done. Okay? Part C. So 4 and 2 both can go into 4, and you have x and x squared. It has to be that biggest, and they both could have an x squared. Okay? So now the first fraction, in order for a 4x to change to an x, you're going to multiply by x. It's always multiplication. And in order for the 2x squared to go to 4x squared, you multiply by a 2. So now my new numerator is 3 times x, which is 3x. And the other numerator on the right side is a 2. So you keep and carry 4x squared. And then 3x plus 2 doesn't combine, so you just leave it 3x plus 2. All done. Okay? Remember, this is a marriage, so you can't cancel the 2 and the 4, the x and the x squared, so you're done. Alright, moving on to 18. Things are getting a little complicated now. They're not monomial denominators, so you have to factor. Okay? So, this GCFs to 5 on the outside, y minus 3. This one is y plus 3 and y minus 3. It's a DPS. So now for your common denominators, you want one of everything. So this one has a 5 and a y minus 3. This one has the y minus 3, which we already have, but then you need a y plus 3. So you want one of everything. So my common denominator is going to be 5 times y minus 3 times y plus 3. Okay? So this one has the 5 and the y minus 3. It's just missing the y plus 3. So I'm going to multiply the top by what's missing, and I get y plus 3. Now you are going to distribute. So you're going to get 4y plus 12. Okay, over here, this has the y plus 3 and the y minus 3. It just doesn't have the 5. So I multiply the top by 5 and I get 25. So you keep and carry that horribly ugly denominator. Just keep it. And now combine like terms. So I have 4y plus 12 plus 25. That's going to be 4y plus 37. I'm sorry. Not 37. Did I forget something there? I did. Nope, 37. Okay? There's no reason to GCF this. It doesn't GCF because that's prime. So leave that ugly thing as your answer. Alright, part B. Make sure your final answers reduce. So again, these ugly, complicated denominators, factor each of those trinomials, and then you want one of everything. So the first one factors to x minus 5 times x minus 4. And the second denominator factors to x minus 4 and x minus 2. You want one of everything. So the first one has x minus 5 and x minus 4. The second one already has the x minus 4, but it adds on the x minus 2. So you have all three of those binomials as your common denominators. So the first one has the minus 5 and the minus 4. It's missing the x minus 2. So I have to multiply this by x minus 2. Now guys, you're going to see this isn't pretty. You actually have to FOIL that. Okay, so you're going to do your first outer, inner, last. And then when I FOIL and combine like terms, I'm left with x squared minus 5x plus 6. Negative times negative is a positive. Okay? The second one has the minus 4 and the minus 2. It's missing the x minus 5. So now I'm going to distribute, and I'm left with 2x minus 10. Keep and carry that horribly ugly denominator, so x minus 5 times x minus 4 times x minus 2, and now combine like terms up top, and I'm left with x squared minus 3x minus 4. Okay, so I'm just combining like terms. But this right here on the numerator is a trinomial that we can factor. So that numerator factors to x minus 4 all times x plus 1, because that multiplies to negative 4 but adds to negative 3. And then don't forget it's over that ugly denominator. You can cancel any top with any bottom. That's a match. So at least wipes out those x minus 4s. And then my answer in the numerator, I'm left with x plus 1 all over x minus 5 times x minus 2. Okay? You don't have to FOIL those again unless it's multiple choice. You can keep that as your answer. Alright, last example here. Now, subtraction. So be careful. Subtraction has to change this to positive, and then it hands out the negative to everything that follows it. So that numerator up there, guys, that numerator is really negative x minus 3. Okay, that's that numerator. So this is going to have a common denominator of x squared minus 4. They're matching. Okay? So you're going to keep and carry that x squared minus 4. Okay, you could tell me it's x plus 2x minus 2, but they're the same thing. Now, to combine like terms, I have 3x minus x, which is 2x. And then I have 7 take away 3, which is plus 4. Last step is to reduce. So I can GCF the top. So that's 2 times x plus 2. And then I DPS the bottom. And it's x plus 2 times x minus 2. Okay? Exact matches. I'm left with 2 all over x minus 2. Okay, don't forget, you can't cancel those two because that's a marriage on the bottom. All right, part B. Again, change this to positive, hand out that negative up top. All right, so I am going to factor this one. So this is x minus 2x plus 2. And then this trinomial is going to factor to x plus 10, x minus 2. Because that would multiply to negative 20, but then add to positive 8. So again, you want one of everything. So I want x plus 2 and x minus 2. And then this one has the x minus 2. It's missing the x plus 10. So my common denominator is x minus 2, x plus 2, and x plus 10. All right, the first one has minus 2 plus 2. It's missing the x plus 10. So I'm going to distribute that, and I'm going to end up with x squared plus 10x. Okay? The second one has the plus 10 and the minus 2, so it's missing the x plus 1. Or, I'm sorry, x plus 2 is missing. Don't forget, you're distributing a negative 6, so you end up with negative 6x minus 12. So you're going to keep and carry that very ugly denominator of x minus 2, x plus 2, x plus 10. Okay? Combine like terms up top, nothing combines with the x squared. I have 10x minus 6x would be plus 4x and minus 12. Okay, the last step on this one, you have to factor that trinomial. Okay? So what multiplies to negative 12 but adds to a positive 4 is going to be x plus 6 and x minus 2. Again, all over that ugly denominator. Cancel my matches. And my final answer for this one is x plus 6 in the numerator. Denominator, I have x plus 2 times x plus 10. No need to FOIL that, okay? Unless it's multiple choice. Back up to C. Again, change the negative, the minus sign, and then that's a negative 2. Okay, factor both of these so you can see them. So that's 2x plus 1 and 2x minus 1. That's a DPS. The second one is a GCF. You take out a 5, and you're left with 2x plus 1. You want one of everything. So I need 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1, and then I just have that 5. So 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1, and then the 5. All right, the first one has the two binomials. It's missing the 5. So I have to multiply this top by 5. And again, I'm distributing. The second one has the 5 and the 2x plus 1. It's missing the 2x minus 1. Distributing a negative 2. So I'm going to get 5x minus 15 for the first numerator. And then it's going to be negative 4x plus 2, because a negative times a negative is positive. Okay? Keep and carry that ugly denominator. I'm going to steal that 5 and put that out front this time, though. Okay? Remember, it's commutative. You can do that. And then I have 5x take away 4x, which is just 1x. And then negative 15 plus 2 is negative 13. Nothing cancels. There's my ugly answer. Okay? Last one here. So again, subtraction goes to addition, hands out the negative. Factor the bottoms. I'm going to be left with x plus 4, x plus 1. Factor this trinomial. X plus 8, x plus 4. Again, I want one of everything. So I want x plus 4 times x plus 1. And I also need an x plus 8. So I need all three binomials. It's really not hard, guys. It's just time consuming. Alright, the first one has these two. It's missing the x plus 8. So the annoying thing about that is I actually have to FOIL that. Okay, so when I FOIL that, I'm going to get x squared minus 10x plus, because a negative times a negative is a positive. Okay, so I get x squared, oops, I did my math wrong. Oh, wait. It's x plus 8, guys, sorry. Positive 8 minus 2 would be positive 6x. Sorry, that's a mistake there. FOIL.